Welcome to today's explainer. If you're tuning in right now, I'm guessing you've probably had a really long day. Maybe you're coming off back-to-back meetings, staring down an inbox that just never seems to empty, or you're just feeling that heavy weight of a schedule that literally never lets up. Well, I want to invite you to do something a little radical for the next few minutes. Just step completely away from that chaotic workday. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders a bit. We're going to gently dive into an exploration of your own consciousness, looking through the lens of what the source material calls the infinite doorway. And hey, don't worry, this is absolutely not about adding another task to your plate. It's really about finding a quiet, expansive space that already exists right inside of you. So I have a question for you. Are you awake inside your own life? It's so incredibly easy for us, especially as driven professionals, to just run on pure autopilot, right? We wake up, we react, we work, we sleep, and then we just repeat the whole shebang. We navigate through symbols and emotions and fears every single day, but so often we don't truly see them. So ask yourself, are you truly present in those moments, or are you kind of just surviving them until the weekend finally rolls around?
Okay, let's get into our first main idea here. The illusion of arriving, or letting go of the finish line.
If you are a high achiever, and I'm sure a lot of you are, your entire life is probably structured around reaching that next destination, the next promotion, the end of the quarter, finally clearing out that endless to-do list. We are completely conditioned to look for the finish line. But as we explore the philosophy of consciousness and lucid awareness today, we kind of have to unlearn that habit, because there is no final destination. Unlike your daily tasks or your career milestones, exploring your own consciousness doesn't have an endpoint. As the source material beautifully outlines, you explore these incredible worlds created by your subconscious mind, but you never suddenly just finish the journey. Your awareness just continues deepening. Every single dream, every single day, it becomes just another opportunity to observe and to understand yourself a little more clearly. And listen, there is no perfect lucid dream. I want you to just take a breath and feel that pause. Some nights, your dreams might feel super vivid and extraordinary. Other nights, they might be quiet, maybe a bit unclear, and that is entirely natural. This journey is absolutely not about perfection. It's not about suddenly achieving this state of flawless enlightenment where you never feel stressed about an email ever again. It is simply about being aware. The source text has this brilliant quote: "Lucid dreaming is not about perfection. It is about relationship." Think about how profound of a shift that is. As professionals, we're always trying to master a skill, conquer it, put it on our resume, right? But you can't conquer your own consciousness. Instead, you cultivate a gentle bond with your own mind. It's a total shift from trying to control everything to just finding connection. And that means cultivating a relationship with three specific things: your mind, your emotions, and your awareness. The material emphasizes that the more gently you approach this process, the more naturally it's going to unfold for you. You don't have to force healing. You definitely don't have to force freedom. By simply tending to these three elements without that rigid pressure of trying to fix yourself, true self-understanding just naturally blossoms.
Moving on to part 2, bridging dreams and reality, finding awareness beyond sleep.
Now, this is where the magic really happens. We're going to look at how this nightly exploration of consciousness begins to silently and honestly wonderfully bleed into those chaotic hours of your waking workday. We can all relate to the stressed professional mode, reacting automatically to every ping on your phone, rushing through ordinary moments, constantly putting out fires. But on the flip side is the lucid mind, observing deeply and feeling totally present. As you practice awareness in your dreams, you slowly stop being that person who reacts automatically to everything. That pure exhaustion of mindlessly responding to conflicts, it starts to fade, and it gets replaced by the peaceful stability of just observing the moment, even when that moment happens to be a really stressful meeting. The absolute crucial takeaway here is that awareness itself starts becoming more stable. As your awareness deepens in the dream world, it actually naturally solidifies in your waking life. Your mind becomes this sanctuary of thought rather than a frantic control room. You'll start to notice that you react a lot less automatically. You just feel way more present inside the completely ordinary moments of, say, your random Tuesday afternoon. There's this fantastic realization in the text. It was about becoming conscious inside your own experience. People always think lucid dreaming is just about controlling the dream. It's a huge misconception. Actually, it's about becoming truly alive inside your thoughts, your emotions, your memories, and life itself. It's literally about waking up to your own existence, whether your eyes are wide open or squeezed shut. Which brings us to section 3, habits for waking awareness. We'll call this the waking dream. So how do we take these lofty, beautiful concepts and practically and gently apply them to the busiest parts of our day? Let's look at how to actually nurture this awareness when the pressure is really on. The source outlines this approach beautifully in 3 steps. Step 1, observe deeply. Step 2, question gently. Step 3, release pressure. Now, please listen to me carefully on this one. These are not rigorous new routines to just slap onto your overflowing to-do list. Please don't treat them like that. They are gentle mental shifts. So when an email really upsets you, just observe it deeply, question your reaction gently, and then, intentionally, just release the pressure.
You really have to execute these steps not with pressure, but with curiosity. I know, as a driven professional, your default is likely pressure, expectations, demands. But to explore your consciousness, you actually have to trade that pressure for profound curiosity. Ask yourself, why did I react that way? Or what am I actually feeling right now? And do it with the exact same gentle curiosity you'd use to examine a really fascinating symbol in a dream. Because when you continue exploring, when you continue observing and questioning gently, you find incredible discoveries. There is always more hidden beneath the surface of your awareness. More symbols, more insight, more beauty. Even in the absolute most mundane, repetitive days of your career, if you look through this mindful lens, there is an entire universe of beauty hidden right beneath the surface, just waiting for you to notice it. Let's gently wrap things up with section 4, the infinite doorway, exploring your inner universe. I want to guide us toward our conclusion today by totally reframing how you view the end of your exhausting day. When you finally turn off your laptop, flick off the lights, and let your head hit the pillow tonight, do not think of this as an ending. It is so tempting to view sleep as just the termination of a stressful day, Like it's just this necessary biological reset before the whole repetitive cycle starts all over again tomorrow. But the source material asks us to view it entirely differently. It suggests this. Think of it as a doorway into deeper awareness of the limitless world within you. Man, what a powerful, restorative metaphor that is. The infinite nature of your dreaming actually reflects something incredibly deep about consciousness itself. It reflects this vast, unexplored universe waiting inside of you. Sleep isn't an ending at all. It's an active, beautiful doorway, right into presence and deeper understanding. So I want to leave you with this final thought to carry with you as you transition from this explainer back into your daily life and eventually into your evening. What will you discover in your own vast inner universe tonight? I really hope you can approach your sleep and your waking life with profound, restorative curiosity. Thank you so much for taking this time to slow down, to breathe, and to explore all this with me. Until next time, stay curious.